Okay, that was so much quicker than that was so much quicker than anything I could have done. We like won one battle, and that ended the war. Like it was a really quick battle too. Like I couldn't even like press record quick enough. March all of our armies down south to Greywater Watch and wait for them to assemble. Wow, Edmure Tully. He was craven and then he died. Died comatose in bed, unfortunately. Now, we have much to do, but the big thing that we're going to have to do is we are going to give to our brother. I think is the best thing. If we give Lord Brandon of the North the Riverlands. Lordship of Blue Fork. Lordship of River Run. Brandstone as well. Grant landed title. Lordship of Brandstone. Grant landed title. High Lordship of River Run. Grant landed title. High Lordship of the Trident. This is going to make him love us. 100 opinion is going to be really good because we're going to be able to raise up a lot of men from there. All that looks fine. Kingdom of the Trident. Absolutely. Perfect. And now, I don't think we're technically under Mega War. So I could probably... maybe if I give it a day or two. Yeah, 35K. Check that out. Okay, so that definitely tips the scales in our favor here. And now we march on Casterly Rock. Actually, it doesn't make sense for us to raise up our armies there. Makes more sense for us to raise up our armies there, since naturally that's closer. It saves us some time. Okay. And so now we begin the process of sieging down Casterly Rock. Oh, look. Lord Roose of the Dreadfort has provided me proof that Edwile of Arundel has been viciously slandering me. What are the factions in the north? It's only Crown Loyalists, but if he's slandering me, then I need to try to keep him out of all factions. And look, we need to maybe organize our men and ride against the White Walkers. So maybe that's what we do with all of these armies in the north. That may be for the best. So where's the largest? I think Last Hearth has the largest amount of supply limit. It should be enough to contain all of these men. Yeah, there's only 11,000 men there. So it could actually be, we could actually be in Shadowmoor or Arundel if we wanted to be. Let's go to Shadowmoor because I think it's a direct line. Actually, Last Hearth is fine. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk any attrition. There's no point in doing that. And then we'll have the main force of our army marching on Casterly Rock to get ice back. 11,000 men is okay because we're gonna have huge attrition in the north of the wall. So Roose is allowing his council to act and vote on all matters pertaining to the governance of the High Lordship of the Dreadfort. So that's crazy. And very interesting. Okay, so Tyrion is currently leading troops in Hayford because he's still fighting Stannis. So Tyrion, you would think that you would... wow, Strong Song Independence. That's crazy. Okay, we are going to change this up. And we're going to put... I think Galbert Glover is our only siege leader. So Galbert Glover, Brendan on the other flank, We can attempt, we can't assault with a fort level over 10. And they have a fort level of 18. Okay. So we have to wait them out. Negative 4% every 12 days. So we just give that time. Upon the conclusion of a long council meeting, you decide to make a toast. Of course, one toast eventually becomes many, and time seems to slip away. Later, as you leave the council chamber, you stumble and fall on your face. You can feel the taste of blood in your mouth and dizziness setting in. So I can potentially gain wounded or die. Wow. Or I can call out for help. I think this is the one where if you call out for help, you owe somebody a favor. Yeah. So I owe Lady Madge a favor. Madge Mormont. So we're letting that siege go down. Let's check on our armies assembling up at Last Hearth. There's still a lot going on up there in terms of army movement. It's probably going to be in our best interest to put Brendan Tully in charge of this. Maester Lewin is stressed and the morale of our armies is down 10%. You know, you would think Maester Lewin would be better at that. Being that he's like one of the best maesters with like a super high learning. So our Siege of Casterly Rock's currently sitting at 83%. I need to buzz back down there. Make sure there's no armies in the area. Everything's looking okay there. Wow, Sir Quincy of the Salt Pans seeks to fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of the Trident. Very interesting. They're at 5.2% morale. And Arya is losing 1 stewardship. Not that she needs stewardship, really. Okay, so we won the Siege of Casterly Rock. Tyrion's currently in hiding. We haven't won any battles. That's the one issue. Okay. So we've sieged that all the way down. What other holdings does Tyrion have? He also holds Castamere and the Castle of Cubic. Okay. So let's go to Castamere and begin to siege that down. Looks like we almost have all of our men assembled. Oh, wow. Roose Bolton's been imprisoned by Stannis Baratheon. So they're going to begin the process of sieging that down. Let's go ahead and have them assault it. It's not a super strong castle. Our priest was cornered by a desperate crowd of beggars in Winterfell and has been seriously wounded. Okay. We should be fine to allow that one to siege down naturally. There's a large army of whites right there that we need to go ahead and engage because they outnumber the men of the Night's Watch. So let's go ahead and place Brendan Tully on this side. Let's place John Umber on this side and Hagen Magnar on this side. They're going to Skirtling Pass, so they're moving quickly in the direction of this army right here. So let's go ahead and provide support to them at the Fist of the First Men. This little army, I'm done waiting for you. You're 2 men. I'm not going to worry about you. And let's see if we can't provide the support that the Night's Watch needs in order to win this war. And hopefully quickly. I mean, that would probably be the best thing. In the meantime, we'll put Hostin Trent over here. And we'll actually go make sure that Hostin Trent wasn't leading any part of this army. He wasn't. Okay, so we're good. Okay, troop movement, and let's see what ends up happening. Okay, that was so much quicker than That was so much quicker than anything I could have done. We like won one battle, and that ended the war. Like it was a really quick battle too. Like I couldn't even like press record quick enough. Your Grace, we have word from the Night's Watch that the White Walkers from beyond the Five Forts have been defeated. Lord Commander Jorah Mormont was the leader in this War for the Dawn, and after a struggle which left thousands of dead, he and his allies prevailed. Thank the gods. That's over. Okay, let's head back in here. Let's disband these units. So I can shift the tax, or I can disperse 250 gold. I can have them all dislike me by a factor of 10. Let's go ahead and allow some tax concessions for the time being. And once this army reaches down here, we can disband this unit. Once we finish this siege down here, oh look, let's split this unit in half. And this 9,000 strong army with myself and Hostin is going to go down here. We're gonna engage this army right here. Are there any conspiratorial factions? Because this guy can be dissuaded from being a part of them. There's not, so we're gonna do nothing for now. To all the good lords of the north, I declare that Lord Tytos Blackwood of Harrenhal has upset the delicate balance of control in the realm by refusing to relinquish control of the High Lordship of Blackwood to one of his vassals. Let this tyranny be known throughout the realm, and power restrained for the good of all. Carl Vance. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we're engaging this army right here. They're basically all done. They're basically dead. That should be enough to tip the scales in our favor. Benedict Broom, Forley Prester are my prisoners. 97% war score. We should be able to... Come on now. Accept the offer, Tyrion. I don't know what else we can do other than sieging down like one more province. Okay, so if we just take a look really quick, there was one more army down here in Lannisport that we went to go engage. I decided I was going to siege down Bramhope, but there's no point because once we win this battle, we should have 100% war score. Your bannerman, Lord Hostin Trent, was captured in battle. That's crazy. The direwolf is a fine companion to have in battle. As we were charged forward, your direwolf threw itself against the enemy, tearing scores of men to pieces. Then he fled in terror before its wrath, its fearless savagery emboldening our men. Interesting. So that battle actually did not tip the scales in our favor. There's an army down here that we're gonna go find. Arya and Harold can marry, but I'm gonna wait. Wow, we've received word that an ambitious adventurer, Norn, is gathering men for some sort of attack on my territory. Norn Sunderly. Strong claim on the lordship of Saltford. Interesting. Okay, so we're in pursuit of this army right here. We have the siege going pretty well right here, over 50%. The alliance with the Vale is about to be complete. And also... The Iron Throne has beaten Dany. She is currently imprisoned in King's Landing by Stannis. Aegon's currently at the court of Montfort Valerion, and so he's a dragon rider. That's so crazy to me. He rides Rhaegal, and she rides Drogon, and she still couldn't win that war. I mean, that's crazy. And actually, that's better for us because then we don't have to worry about a dragon conquest to the north or anything like that. So this is good. I'm okay with everything that's happening right now. I don't think they're able to... Oh, wow. I can offer them the customary dowry of 200 coins. Yeah. That's a lot. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Everything looks fine from here. We do have that adventurer threat that we need to worry about eventually. We'll ransom all of our prisoners once the war is done. I think if we can win this battle, I keep saying this, but I think if we win this battle, there we go. That's 100% war score. Offer peace, force demands. The King Robb's war to reclaim their ancestral sword from Lord Paramount Tyrion the Imp has ended. King Robb of the North has won. So, fantastic. Amazing. Let's get our armies marching back to our own territory. We have regained our ancestral sword, Ice. Fantastic. Our dual skill modifier actually goes up. It should go up anyways from having Ice. Dual skill estimate +2, so that should bring it up to a little over 8. That helps. That helps quite a bit, I think. Just give that a little bit of time to, yeah, there it is. We have Ice until next time. So, ironically, Sir Daemon has carefully approached me, trying to convert me to his way of worship. Engage him in a theological debate. So, I mean, ironically, as weird as it is, Edmure dying was one of the better things that could have happened. Because we were able to we exited Mega War, because all of this territory became ours again. We were able to give it all to Bran and, like, not have any issues at all. Like, he has a huge opinion of us. Like, that's never going to dip below 100 no matter what. So, I think that's fantastic. I think that's perfect. There's nothing wrong with that in my mind, anyways. How is Sansa doing? She does not like me still, because of the attempted kidnapping. If only you understood, Sansa. If only you understood. Daemon Darkholm needs to impregnate her, for sure. And, Bran needs a marriage alliance, but I don't think I can facilitate that. I wonder if we can form an alliance. No. Political concerns. Maybe once there's Mega War again and the Vale is kind of independent, we can form an alliance with them. That's where Arya is currently. If we could incorporate the Vale into the Kingdom of the North, that would be appropriate. We kind of divide it from the Iron Throne right now, so there shouldn't be any concern there. Once those units are back in our territory, we'll begin to... Ooh, look, we converted him. We'll disband those units, and we should be good. We should be good with at least this stage. My mission to improve your good name has so far been a success. During a visit to the court of Lady Barbary Riswell of Barrowlands, I seem to have managed to make her understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are. She sends her regards. Fantastic. Lady Barbary Riswell. Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's hope eventually... Okay, good. We can disband this unit. Let's hope eventually this leads to a period of peace for the North. Ooh, a small kitty is demanding your attention. I can kick it. Or I can take it as a pet. And I become student of strategy as well. I was hoping to become further along that line, like actually become a strategist by the end of this, because we've spent so much time in war. Like pretty much the entire time we've been in this playthrough, we've been at war. The Dreadfort is sworn to whom? War for Dreadfort independence. So the Dreadfort is currently still under the Iron Throne. I'm gonna let Ramsay... Wow. I'm gonna let Ramsay try to win that war. And then if he does, we'll just turn around and subjugate him. I think that's probably the best thing for us. Stannis has plenty to worry about down here in the south, with the Reach being independent and whatever happened with Dany, I don't think Stannis is going to be able to... I don't know how he's able to raise up that many men from his vassals. I mean, I guess he granted the lordship to Mathos, and Mathos loves him, even though Mathos is Faith of the Seven. However, I don't know. Honestly, I think that's probably the only way he's able to do that. Tyrion doesn't like him. That's crazy. So, but Tyrion's only able to raise up 2,000 men anyways from his vassals, because we just totally smashed him. The only problem is, like, if Stannis does decide to come to war with us, our odds are pretty even. At our best, the odds are pretty even. We need to maybe look at pushing the laws back over towards levy shifted. So let's see how the votes come out for that, for levy shifted obligations. It's 2-2 right now. Three to 2, 4-2. Varys has not voted yet. If I request his support, I will owe him a favor. I can raise him to nobility for 80 gold. I don't want to do that. That's too much money. Lewin already likes me. Okay. Let's just hope they vote in my favor, or in favor of these levy-shifted obligations. While passing judgment onto criminals from the safety of your throne, a young noble is brought before you. You quickly come to the conclusion that the man is indeed guilty. Condemning him might not seem the wisest choice, as he is of noble birth. If you were to pardon the man, he might prove himself useful to you, as he would be in your debt. Release him so we can lose 25 prestige and get a new courtier that owes us a favor, or gain 25 prestige. Being the honorable man that Robb Stark is, I think we would not pardon in spite of his noble birth. The Lords of the North have approved the institution of balanced noble obligation laws. So that leads us to, that boosts us up to 57k total of what we can. 38k right now. And once those begin to refill from our wars, we should be in good shape to press forward. In the event that Stannis decides to invade the North, we'll actually have a good amount of men to combat him with. I think that's for the best. If we can begin the process of preparing for the inevitable war that is to come when Stannis attempts to attack the North. The only thing that would really tip the odds in Stannis' favor is if the Reach comes back under the Iron Throne. But if we can get the Vale, I think that would keep things even. And for the time being, that should probably be our focus. But I digress. I leave it up to you. What do you think? What do you think should be our focus now that we have ice? Sansa's back in our court. The war is won to the north against the White Walkers and Mance Rayder. And we are independent and finally at peace. What do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. But until then, I'll see you next time.